Hello, Kingdom citizens. How you doing today? I want to go over a lesson that I've been building up. I've been doing a lot of research on, trying to get it just right so I can deliver a clear message. You know, we are going to be talking about velocity banking for MLM companies or network marketing or direct sales. I'm going to put them under one roof and just call it any company that has a multi-level compensation plan in terms of making money in that particular business. Okay, so I named today's video Velocity Banking for MLM companies. The reason why I'm doing this is I network and connect with a lot of individuals, and I even have contributors, supporters, Patreons that are a part of a network marketing company or direct sales organization. I was like, you know what? I would love to attend one of their conferences, seminars, workshops that they, hold annually or quarterly and teach their whole organization about velocity banking, because there's one thing that I know is there is no network marketing companies out there that are implementing velocity banking in their core training, in their strategy in terms of managing debt. I've even connected with financial service network marketing companies that do not teach this. That's how rare this concept is. So, Denzel being Denzel, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a video. I'm going to put it out there. Let's see what happens. Okay? So I know this is going to be really valuable for some of my clients, some of the people that I've networked with in person, over the phone, over the internet, okay? That you will be able to apply this concept into your network marketing business. You can also teach your downline this concept once you master it, right? And thirdly, it can really help you manage the early startup cost of a lot of these network marketing companies that most people are not aware of. So, what I have done is my research on the top 5 multi-level marketing companies by revenue as of 2018, okay? And the top 5 companies right now, according to DSA, different articles and websites that I've compiled together, they're all pretty much the same, and this is by revenue only of 2018. We have Amway, Avon, Herbalife, Mary Kay, and Nu Skin. Some of these companies are like household names, so most people already know of them. Okay, I'm not going to be judging the companies at all. I'm simply going over their startup cost, their yearly cost, and how to implement velocity banking so that you can not only help cover the cost of starting a new business, but you can learn how to flip the money, how to manage, buying product, selling product, if that's the type of business that it is, recruiting new individuals, bringing new people on, and then also implementing the velocity banking strategy for those new people that you bring on board so that they can also afford starting a new business and helping them move along in the early stages. Because from my own experience, I will tell you that starting a business ain't gonna cost you no $100 to start, okay? There's gonna be a lot of cost that most of us don't realize. And the simple fact that most business owners fail in the first year, and then like another, out of 100%, over 90 to 95% after 5 years, or definitely after 10 years, die out. They don't last, okay? And I think it's due to cost and lack of faith, okay? I've personally have been doing velocity banking myself for almost 3 years now. The first 2.5 years, I never made a dime, okay? I didn't really know everything that I was doing. I was doing it for myself. I was just freely helping people, giving, friends, family, teaching the concept and trying to, master it for myself. And it wasn't up until these last 5 to 6 months that I've actually started making money in my own business. Prior to that, I've spent well over 15 G's, well over 15 grand, just discovering, who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing, my purpose in life, the business that I want to be a part of, the product that I want to sell, the mission that I want to get behind. It does take time. Velocity banking can help you get there, okay? So let's dive into the numbers. I put my numbers on the board and I was like, all right, if I was going to join, any network marketing company, I'm just going to highlight, like I said, the top 5 MLMs and go by their cost. And most likely every other network marketing company below the top 5 are going to have similar or smaller startup costs for running a MLM business, running a network marketing business, okay? So here we go. 5K monthly income, expenses 3,000, debt 10K, cash flow 2,000. Here's our line of credit, unsecured personal line of credit for $10,000, okay? And we are going to do what? Velocity banking, okay? Before we do velocity banking on the business, right, we want to make sure that you and we have our 4 major numbers down packed. We know exactly what we're doing, okay? We're already doing velocity banking on our own personal debt. So if you're someone that has a job and you have a mortgage debt, you have a car debt, you have student loan debt, you have all these different types of debts, velocity banking is going to help you on the personal side. Simultaneously, you and I both understand that in order to create wealth, in order to build something that will last forever, we cannot just work for someone forever, right? So we have to be able to build something, right? And I know a lot of people that I talk to, the way they build that something is through network marketing. Cool. Let me help you out. The startup cost, the first startup cost of most network marketing companies have this initial, like subscription or starter business package fee of some sort, okay? Amway is $100. Avon is really cheap. It's as low as $10, 25, or 100. They have 3 different packages. Herbalife is $59. Mary Kay, $100. New Skin is $100 plus this $14.97, and that's like actually registering a business. There's a lot of other things that you get with it from just the research that I've done. That is just startup. Okay, that is just to start to get into the business, to join the network marketing company, right? Oftentimes, people do not consider everything on this side of the board. So it's my goal to help you analyze the cost, determine how much money am I going to spend over a 12-month period, because if I'm going to have a successful business that's going to what? Last forever, I need to project by the year, not the month. If I project by the month, I could end up sacrificing a lot of cash flow, going negative, especially if I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to recruit. I don't know the product that I'm selling right now. I have to master it. A lot of different things, right? So the other thing, with any MLM has a monthly, recurring fee that you need to be a part of, to whether it's buying product, like different requirements that they have. So Amway is $300, Avon somewhere around 100. You figure for their products. Herbalife is $2,320, and That was at the supervisor level, so I'm just gonna write that and be a little more, you know, accurate. They've got 2 levels from what I've read on their compensation plan. You've got the distributor, right? You got the distributor level and then the supervisor level. The distributor level is really cheap. It's the 59 bucks, and then I think you just pay for your product or whatever the case may be. But at the supervisor level, that's when you're like pretty much all in, and you gotta buy this much of product, and then the idea is that you flip that product by selling it at retail, just like a Walmart, just like a, you know, regular store would, in terms of the products that they sell, which is like, you know, health products. And then Mary Kay is 200, but not every month. It's actually every 3 months. Okay, so every 3 months, I'll be clear on that. And then New Skin is 300, right around 300 from what I've seen, from what I found on the internet, different comments, things like that. So just let you know where I'm getting my sources from. I'm doing Google searches with these companies. I look up the compensation plan because that's public, and then I also look up reviews from people in the company, outside of the company, good and bad experiences, and I'm able to compile an average cost. And plus, I also look at the cost of their product, and I figure, okay, if I was a customer, how much would I buy per month to use their product? That's pretty simple, right? So you come up with these average numbers right here, okay? Last but not least, and sometimes the most important part of becoming successful in your MLM business is the training and coaching, seminars and conferences, monthly meetings, the subscription, the back office. You get a website, you get so many different things. The average that I've come across is about 500 bucks a month to attend, you know, all the trainings that comes with joining any network marketing company. The monthly meetings, like live meetings, they're like maybe $10 to show up, you know, weekly meetings, or maybe it's bi-weekly, webinars. Usually most network marketing companies give you a website, you know, or some sort of back office where you're able to manage. They'll give you a CRM, they give you a, you know, a database. You're able to store your leads, clients, follow up, all that good stuff. You can safely say 500 bucks a month. Might be a little more, right? Company by company varies, okay? But so those are all the costs of just startup, just running the business, okay? This is not even including, you know, gas, food, going out on appointments, doing meetings, all that good stuff. We're just going over startup costs, okay? When I added up all the numbers, Amway's at 7,200 average for the year. Avon's 6,500. Herbalife's the most highest one, 30 grand. Mary Kay is 6,900, and New Skin is right around 8 grand. Okay, not bad to run a business, right? Like I said, when I first started my journey to starting my business, I spent initially $15,000, and I'm still spending from when I actually started this YouTube channel till now another, I'd say, 7,000 to 8,000. So, you know, I'm right up there with Herbalife. I'm serious about what I want to build, right? So you got to be serious. Now, let's talk about the actual velocity banking part. How do we implement velocity banking when we're trying to pay off our own personal debt and start a business and try to build wealth for our family and leave a legacy behind, right? How would that work, okay? So I've got some rules right here that I want to cover. First things first, if you're someone that does not have credit, my friend, it's time to build some credit, okay? Analyze the cost of whatever business you're planning on joining. Start building credit. Before you even join the company, I'm telling you right now, these companies, they're not going anywhere. Don't let anyone confuse you saying, hey, Denzel, if you don't get in now, it'll be too late. Denzel, I don't want to, impress you, but I want to impress upon you that, now's the time to grow your business and live the life that you want to live and live the beach style life and all this. Listen, don't let anyone confuse you, okay? Get your numbers in line, analyze the cost, right? Prepare yourself, start building credit, okay? Acquire a line of credit like I did, okay? Personal, unsecured line of credit so that we can leverage, okay? That's going to be our tool that we're going to leverage to do velocity banking with, okay? Once you acquire that line of credit, you will have the ability to front load all the cost of running a business onto that line of credit. Okay, so we're gonna use the bank's money first to do what? Acquire an asset, your personal business. That business is gonna produce what? Revenue, profits, sales, a team, business, something that's gonna last forever. Okay, that money and income plus the money that you make from your job, right? So most people, before they start a network marketing company, they're already doing something prior. Or if you're like me, if you get fired, then you have to like make a decision, right? You got to like go all in. Okay, if that's the case, then we're hedging everything on becoming successful from that one particular business. So if that's the case, then instead of using your cash flow, right, your income on hand, it's best to acquire some of the bank's money, the line of credit, whether it be a credit card, a HELOC, unsecured line of credit, as long as it's calculated simple interest and it is revolving, okay, and the interest rate is no more than 15%. I like to go 15 and under. Anything above 15, the cost is going to be a little bit too much. Try to avoid any annual fees or any monthly fees for having a line of credit. For my own personal unsecured line of credit, I have no annual fees, no transaction fees, no monthly fees. My interest rate is right at that 15.99, but it's only because 22, 23 years old, right? I got it when I was actually 21. When I was 21, I actually got this line of credit. The interest rate obviously was high, but nonetheless, it's okay, because when you're doing velocity banking properly, guess what? That interest doesn't even matter, okay? So even if you did get an 18% or a 19%, as long as you're doing velocity banking properly, you shouldn't get killed on the interest that bad. And then over time, over a year or 2 years, you can always renegotiate the line of credit itself, go to the bank, you apply for an increase. The higher amount you get on a line of credit, typically the interest starts to drop because it's a bigger line, right? Kind of like mortgages. The other thing, right, is so we've done the pre-game stuff. Now we actually have to apply velocity banking. Now, I've asked questions with different network marketing companies. For the most part, you're able to pay for your product upfront for the year, the monthly subscription, the back office, the startup stuff. Most, not all, but most, you're able to pretty much like buy everything up front, get everything that you need so that you're not missing out, so to speak. You run that expense through the line of credit, okay? You run it through the line of credit. The goal is throughout the month, you want to be producing revenue, right? And getting sales so that we can make up for the yearly cost of running a successful network marketing business. Lastly, you want to just project, like I said, you want to project the yearly cost year after year after year. Every single year, your costs should go up. Why? Because the more money you make, the more you have to spend to keep running the business, right? You don't want to just, You don't want to just stay small in any business. The business has to keep growing, has to get larger and larger. So obviously when you're making more money, typically your expenses go up right along with it. Now you don't want to go like this, right? You don't want to be like this, where your income and expense match. That's a lot of families that I deal with just on the personal side, right? Their paychecks match what their expenses are. So my goal when I'm working with people with velocity banking is to what? Lower expenses, increase cash flow, pay off debt, build credit, capital, to get further and further like this. Have this nice space of what? Cash flow, so that I can then what? Invest in a business, a sustainable business. Acquire life insurance, acquire real estate, land, property, right? Such on and such on and such on. Acquire the legacy, build the kingdom, right? For my kingdom families out there. So I hope this helps. I hope this was really clear. Like I said, these numbers are really, really accurate in my opinion, and you could pretty much just compare it to your state, your location, because everywhere is going to be different. This is based on United States pricing, right? Most of these companies are worldwide, so the prices will change, but this is United States pricing. My goal, like I said from the beginning of this video, is I really want to approach network marketing companies. I think velocity banking is so valuable. It's so hidden. There's no teacher in velocity banking that I found so far. And if there are teachers, they're hidden. You can only get them if you join their company, their organization, or you pay them thousands of dollars, right? I simply want to be able to expand and explode this concept to the world so that everyone can at least get their personal finances in line, okay? Getting your personal finances in line is the number one thing. So, recap one more time. Velocity banking, analyze cost, project for the year, run your expenses through the line of credit or a credit card with 0% interest. Make sure the interest is calculated simple, it's revolving, there's minimum or no fees, okay? You run your income, profits, any and all cash flow, any and all income, dump it into the line of credit. You then extract expenses to live, right? And then you keep cash flow in the line of credit to zero out the actual line of credit itself, to give you the ability to do what? Chunk at your next debt on the personal side or on the business side. Okay, my name is Denzel. Happy to be back from vacation, recording videos left and right. I'm going to be doing live streams consistently, weekly. So tune in, subscribe. I love you. Have a blessed day.